the legend of Old Man Rivers. Hey, Phil. Thank you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Proud of you, Phil.
I am proud of you, Phil. I'm very proud of you, Phil. It's not just us. Obviously, the boys in which he coaches down there in Alabama, the St. Michael's super duper football team that has made back-to-back playoffs. Them watching Uncle Phil, Coach Old Man Rivers, score his first touchdown in 5 years in an NFL game as he finds Josh Dahn over the middle. They have an incredible lead. Wait a second, are the Indianapolis Colts and Phil Rivers all the way back? This guy fell down, got back up. He looked agile, maybe the most agile grandpa in all of football. And after the game, whenever he gave a quote that I think everybody needs to hear, I think the babyface turn for Phil Rivers was in full effect. A lot of people burying the Colts for signing Phil Rivers. Now, once again, I would like to reiterate the fact I am a Cam Newton fan. Always have been. It's because I watched him play live. I think anybody that watched Cam Newton play or had to play against Cam Newton.
Yep, my teammate too. Play with him.
Exactly. Yep. Says Cam Newton's allowed to say whatever he wants about football. Cam Newton is football. He can do whatever he wants. The whole thing about is Cam Newton a better quarterback than Phil Rivers is a wild conversation to have because I don't know if Cam Newton just knows the entire Shane Steichen offense, which week 15 in the middle of a playoff run, I don't know if it's the right time to put somebody in that doesn't know the offense. Now, was Riley Leonard, who's been in the building all year, who's very athletic, was he a better option than Phil Rivers? I think that argument is certainly viable, but somebody that doesn't know the offense coming in the middle of what the Colts are thinking and hoping is a playoff run doesn't seem sound to me. It sounds like you live in a video game world as opposed to real life world where you don't just drop into a building and then download the offense and then you're on the same page as everybody so that you can operate a football team efficiently. Matt Ryan and the Colts had problems for his entire time because he couldn't learn the offense or the verbiage, and then the offensive line couldn't, and it was an absolute catastrophe. So bringing in Phil Rivers felt like a move. The Colts were like, hey, we're not giving up on the year, and we need somebody that's able to fucking do our offense and do our things. And also somebody that commands a little bit of respect, you know? Defense, offense, special teams, everybody in the building. Like, hey, we like that guy. And also a guy who happens to be doing something from a coaching standpoint that is incredibly inspirational. Listen to this quote from the postgame from Phil Rivers.
Hopefully, certainly I think of my sons and those ball players, that I'm in charge of at the school, that they'll say, like, crap, coach wasn't scared. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot, sometimes there is doubt, and it's real. And, again, you can the guaranteed safe bet is to go home or to not go for it, and the other one is shoot, let's see what happens, and so I hope that in that sense that it can be a positive to some young boys, or young people. It doesn't have to be boys, but
yeah, it was, Phil.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody can do nothing, as the legend
Ted Williams
said, and then him going on there, go for it. And the boys seeing it, his kids seeing it, and also all of us getting a chance to see that was a special thing, a beautiful thing. And almost won it. Blake Groupie hits a 60-yard field goal with less than a minute left to put the Colts in the lead. That's the longest field goal in the history of the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow.
Blake Groupie, this big.
Yeah.
This guy is a monster. Groupie, shout out to you coming back to the state of Indiana and making a big-time kick for us. He walked right on the field, too. There's no question. It was 4th down, and there was probably a little bit of an indecisiveness, 4th and 3. What are we going to do? Groupie just walked his ass onto the field. Shane Steichen saw it and had to go, well, dadgummit, I guess we're going for this field goal. He puts it through. Sam Darnold gets a big return from their special teams. Then they make a couple plays. And then Jason Myers puts his 6th field goal through the uprights. And the Seahawks beat the Colts 18-16. But the story for me coming out of this is not only the Seahawks are a damn good football team, and Jason Myers is unbelievable. He leads the league in field goals made this year. He's going to be all-pro and a Pro Bowler. He's a special talent out there for Seattle. But also, the Indianapolis Colts didn't give up.
No.
They showed up. And Phil Rivers, obviously, the arm isn't what it used to be. Made a couple big throws whenever we had to, and they protected his ass. And his messaging about, you're allowed to go for it in this life if you get asked something was special. I'll remember yesterday for a long time.
Yeah, man, I really, really wanted to win, obviously, for a ton of reasons. But Phil, for him to go out, this is something that I know I've never seen before. Somebody take 5 years off and then actually come out there and have to play. And then he was in full control. Like the first drive, he was up, checking with 7, 8 seconds on the clock, changing plays. Obviously, his arm it was what I expected, I guess, to see from his arm. Wasn't driving it down the field a ton, but he made plays, and he had us in position to win a game in a hostile environment against a very good football team. So I'm encouraged for him, and I think this definitely gives us the best chance to compete going forward with all of the available quarterbacks that are out there right now.